there is free media, and so on and so forth. The amount of damage happened after the reaction of the government of the United States to what happened in the 11th of September was really of devastating effect on this impression. If even on a dream somebody have told me that the popularity or the likeness to the American culture will decline in 12 months to that degree, I wouldn't have believed it. The reaction, the bombing of Afghanistan, and the killing of innocent people, and the destruction of mosques, and the oppression to the free media experienced by the officials of the United States during the invasion of Afghanistan had led all the people in the culture from different levels, from different ages, from different ideologies, from vast spectrum of the society, realized that the image of the United States in their mind was wrong. They are not fair, they are not free, they are not looking for liberty, i.e. we cannot accept them as leaders in the 21st century. They cannot be an example of civilization. I think that reaction to the sad tragedy, unacceptable tragedy of New York World Trade Center, has put down the American civilization, if I could say, just use the term, put it down from America to the Soviet Union. The America went down from its level in leadership of the free liberal world down to the level of the Soviet Union just before its destruction. This loss, that you go down from America to the Soviet Union before destruction, I think if I am American, I would consider it a great loss. I know a lot of my friends, from the family members and from outside the family members, they used to go for the United States for every year, some of them every 6 months, just for shopping. They wouldn't buy anything from Saudi Arabia. They wouldn't buy anything from any country. They go specially. Can you imagine that? They go specially for the United States for shopping. Now, they do not even buy a pencil if it is made in the United States of America. And they are, by the way, not religious, by your terms. They are not doing it because religion wants that to happen. They are just doing it because they are convinced that why should I buy from somebody who is using my money to kill others? That can demonstrate what I am saying, that your leadership, the culture, the leadership culture of the United States of America, of the American culture, is fading away because of the attitude of the government of the United States of America. Again, I am not here condemning persons, not at all. I am here saying my opinion about an attitude. And I'm saying an opinion about an attitude here because I think it is affecting everybody of us. I know also some friends, some relatives, who was just pro-American. I mean, you just cannot discuss anything negative about America in his presence. He is American more than an American citizen. After what happened in Afghanistan, he turned 180 degrees. He is an anti. What happened in Iraq had led that more. You are not only now not supporting the American culture or having a negative stance from it, you are slightly now developing what you don't like to be developed is heresy. 2, the attitude. Now, is that important to you, that the American culture leadership is fading away? Is that opinion important to you? Again, as I said before, it doesn't matter really whether it is important to you or not, or whether you believe me in it or not, but I'm saying it from my own perspective. Now, if you think that your leadership as in American culture is important. I'm telling from my own perspective that it is fading away. If the leadership of your culture to the free world, to the liberal world, is important to you, you got to potentiate that and you consolidate that, because it is fading away. If you think this is not important, well, you have heard an opinion and you haven't harmed anything out of listening to this opinion. Before ending on this point, I would like you just to think for a while in what happened when the Soviet Union collapsed. What happened when America became the only power? Look at that. The only power in the world, or it thinks that it is the only power in the world. What happens? Did people stand for queues to buy rifles made in the United States? Or did the government stand in queues to buy arsenals from the arms manufacturers of the United States? What did the people do? The first thing happened in China and the Soviet Union and the other part of the world is open McDonald's. And McDonald's is something to eat, something to drink, something to enjoy it. The America replaced the liberty and the freedom that people were using when they were under communism. That's why it was great. But when it took the rule of the Soviet Union and oppressing the others and forcing them to accept their own point of view, the new word that we never heard before from the United States, either with us or against us, exactly the same logic of the communism. If you are not with us, we are going to fight you. The United States, when replaced the Soviet Union, in this particular side, it became the Soviet Union, and the liberal world and the people did not like it. There is no reason why I don't like oppression from Soviet Union and I like it from the United States. I didn't like the United States because it is the United States. No, I like the United States because what it did. And I didn't like the Soviet Union not because it is a Soviet Union, but because what it did. If the United States start doing the same thing, why on earth should I like it? Think in this aspect. And that's why I'm saying that the American citizen is paying a price of bad decision in America and the foreign policy. The officials are always protected. They never go on tourism like others. And at the same time, the regular American citizen wants to enjoy himself, yet he has to pay for the mistake of those who do the decisions. Because the frustrated zealous, the frustrated oppressed, the frustrated poor cannot find the decision makers. So they put their anger, which is unjustifiable anger, on the ordinary citizen, which is not his fault. But they think that those ordinary person are the ones who choose those who did the decision. You see where the circle comes, and you see why I think that if I am an American, I want to be more represented as a citizen in making the foreign policy, because I am the one who is paying for the bad decision of the officials. I'm not a lawyer for the culture of the United States. I am someone who is living with the planet Earth, which is seemingly is going to be destroyed by some bad decisions. We are seeing here the official stance of the United States of America is against, for example, the Kyoto Agreement and controlling the global warming. We see here the official stand of the United States of America is against